The following game is rated M for mature. Some level may contain mature themes, nudity, and definitely strong language that may not be suitable for everyone. Your discretion is advised, I guess. Council's car. Oh, that was the council's car. Oh my god. Hit him run. Hit him run. What's that car in front doing? Report it. What the fuck? I should stop swearing.
All right, gentlemen, I just got this handed to me. A hit-and-run felony at Ray's Cafe, 208 North Los Angeles. Got a patrolman on site. The coroner's on his way. Get down there, see if you can find any witnesses who can put a make on the car.
Mouthpiece tore strips off me at the grand jury. Case got thrown out. Now the DA wants my head.
Looks like the DA is going to press charges. And Rodriguez might do time.
I'll speak to the DA. She suffered enough.
I don't know, Cole. She's an easy make, and the DA likes convictions.
I'll convince him to live.
All right. Hit and run.
Detectives, over here.
Cole Phelps, traffic. What have we got?
Thick as a white male named Lester Patterson. Walked out of the bar and into the street. Car hit over there, and he ended up here. Dead on impact by the look of it.
Have you canvassed the area?
The only one with anything useful to contribute is the young lady over there. She lives above the bar. Her name is Shannon Perry. No, it's not a stage name.
Shannon Perry.
24 years old. She left Kansas to follow the Yellow Brick Road.
Victim.
Is that so?
We'll take a formal
Lester
statement later.
something.
Right now, we're
and
gonna take a
then
look around.
witness. Let's look around first. The body.
Phelps? Landed on his face and ended up here. The car must have struck him from behind. We can notify next of kin.
Next of kin. What? What is it next to kin? By the way. Money. Just money. $2. Pick the next pocket. California Fire and Life, Lester Pattinson, 182 Northern Hope Street. We know their address now. Their the insurance
Patterson
letter.
has life insurance.
Maybe this is an insurance fraud, potentially. Great pleasure that we acknowledge the receipt for your application and pre-approval for being granted to raise the weekly premium to your life insurance policy. Yada yada yada. I don't get circled and what the fuck means, but okay. I also, never mind. It's visually there. I don't know if I need to censor it, though I did say it like twice just now. So event of untimely death or permanent incapacitation. This is a plan secure. 16,000. I mean, it's just brute trauma from the impact. Arm. There it is. Don't see anything on his arm. No ring either, but that is his right arm. No ring. Yeah.
What have you got on the victim?
From all reports, he was intoxicated at the time of the accident. I'll know how intoxicated once I've done the autopsy. Looking him over now, I'd say he died on impact.
What about the chest wound? Isn't that inconsistent?
Very common in auto injuries. Look for a car with a prominent hood ornament. Those things are killers. Find anything interesting?
Body traveled a good 20 feet.
20 feet. Travel. Okay. Oh, this is the
Blood
impact
is a
zone?
long way from the body. Car must have been going like a bat out of hell.
Yeah. Okay. What is this over here? The skid mark.
So the driver managed to brake before the impact.
Maybe it's a late reaction. Maybe it's actually a fraud attempt. Who knows? Let's talk with the lady.
It's all yours, Detective.
Miss Perry,
Yes?
I'm Detective Phelps. This is my partner, Detective Bukowski.
Eyewitness report.
Can you tell us what happened?
Well, I came to the window because I heard people arguing downstairs.
Argument. There's no reason to that.
Then what happened?
I saw a car hit that poor man and knock him down the street.
Suspect vehicle description.
What kind of car was it?
A dark red Lincoln Continental.
Red. Dark red. I don't think I can recognize Lincoln, whatchamacallit. I mean, there's no, there's no way for her to lie, right? My question is, how will she know that exactly, you know? Sure, I'll say
Did you
truth.
see the license plate?
Only the first 3 letters, I'm afraid.
First 3 letters.
3C8.
3C8. Okay, argument overheard.
Tell me more about the argument you heard.
Well, there were 2 voices. A man and a woman. That's all.
Man and woman. I have a doubt.
Why are you holding out on us, Miss Perry?
I'm sorry. I was hoping to tell my story to the newspapers.
What the
I'd like to
fuck?
get my picture in the paper. Trying to find work as an actress, and things look pretty difficult.
Maybe you shouldn't
Cough
be
it
like
up,
scamming
sister.
like
We
that,
don't
then you
have all
won't be
night.
that difficult.
People arguing? They were husband and wife. I could tell by what she was yelling.
Husband
Intimate things.
and
Very
wife.
embarrassing for the man.
Thank you, Miss Perry. Your information has been very helpful. You can go now.
You really think so? I
She's
hope
so
you
happy.
find that driver and put him away.
Why is she so happy about it?
You certainly got away with the dames, Phelps.
Give it a rest, Bukowski.
Let's see what the patrons have to say.
I'll take the bartender. You work the rest of the room. I'm Detective Phelps of the LAPD.
How can I help, Detective?
Your name would be a good start.
Dudley Lynch. Hired help. I run the place when the owner ain't around.
Where is the owner?
Dudley Lynch.
He stepped out. Somebody had to take Lorna, Mrs. Patterson, home.
Let's say he's a supervisor.
What can you tell me about the accident?
Not a lot. It was busy in here, and all I heard was the impact.
No.
So what was he doing outside? It's against licensing regulations to drink on the sidewalk.
Lester and Lorna were having a fight. The owner made him take it outside. It was pretty ugly.
Association was.
Do you know the victim?
Yeah. Lester Patterson. He's a regular here.
What about the wife?
He was.
Who was the wife? Yeah,
Not one
whatever.
of your favorite customers?
Lester was special, but not my kind of special.
Was Lester drinking alone?
No. He came here with his wife. She didn't seem too interested in the booze, though.
Argument overheard.
A witness overheard an argument.
Lester and Lorna.
Lorna.
There's nothing like airing your dirty laundry in public, is there?
Pattinson. What a doubt.
Why was Lorna Patterson in such a hurry to leave? What is going on here?
Lorna was pretty upset, so Leroy took her home.
Leroy?
Lorna and Leroy are close. They've been talking about opening a new bar.
Leroy.
Leroy Sabo, the owner.
The owner.
How long have Lorna and Leroy been talking about this new bar?
Who knows? I just served the drinks.
I can get the gist of it. Okay, he definitely knows something.
Bartenders hear all sorts of things. Are you gonna tell me, or do we have to start playing rough?
When Lester was drinking, he treated Lorna like dirt. He gambled away all their money. Lorna pitched Leroy about the bar. I don't know how interested he is.
It might be like an insurance for us so
Leroy
that
doing well?
Lorna and
Hell no.
Leroy can
The
open
only thing
their
keeping this
new
place afloat are
bar.
the poker games.
Thanks for your help, Lynch. I'm gonna need you to sign a
I'm
statement.
assuming, at
Patrolman.
least.
Sure, no problem.
You get anything out of the regulars?
They weren't giving too much away. They liked watching Lester and Lorna go a few rounds every other day. And Lester was a fan
I
of
would
the
just need to
Love
know who would drive the the dark red Lincoln with the 3C8, and then we know who it is, because more or less of the time it's probably either it's Leroy Sabo, the owner of the bar, who did it, or someone he hired to do it. Bring to the stars. Promises mental. Oh. Okay.
Courtney, come in. Have a seat.
Thanks, Doctor.
How are you finding working at the clinic?
It's, fine.
Are you sure?
Can I be honest with you, Doctor?
I would hope so, Courtney.
I was hoping that the therapy would be more beneficial.
Treatment can, unfortunately, be very long-term.
So many of the patients here are addicts, Doctor.
Many of them have been for years, Courtney.
Isn't that a good thing, the fact that addicts are coming here to look for a change? Or unless this is the cult. Wait, this is the cult.
Then we have a chance to help them.
And until then, they stay sedated?
Do I detect a hint of reproach, Courtney?
I was expecting more, Doctor. I'm sorry. I don't mean to criticize.
Part of being a physician, Courtney, is learning to be patient.
How is it possible to keep so many of them on their medications, Doctor? Many of their addictions are illegal.
Oh, many things in life are gray, Courtney. What may on the surface appear to be illegal is actually of benefit to society at large.
I still don't understand this. The story behind it. Anyways. There's 13 of them. I don't know if I'm gonna do the collecting thing for this game. I might, but I highly doubt I will. And because I need to go back to every one of them if I do. On every one of these cases if I do. Anything I can telephone right now?
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need to run a partial license plate, 3 Charles 8. Cross-check possible Lincoln owners. Suspect vehicle is a red Lincoln Continental.
Just a moment, Detective. Only one possible make on that license. Registered to a William Shelton. 738 West Temple Street.
Thanks for your help.
The owner of the car. William
Looks like we caught a break on this one.
Shelton. A
knife covered in blood.
Knife?
Could be a steak knife. This is a hit-and-run case, Phelps. Anyone could have thrown away a kitchen knife.
In any case, we'll want tech services to scrub the alleyway before they bag the knife. So the wife was there when it happened, but then left the scene.
You're right. That's pretty unusual behavior.
She could be in shock. I saw some people do some strange things in the war after their buddies got there.
Maybe. Maybe she doesn't give a fuck. According to the patrons, her old man was a piece of work.
You don't think...
Phelps, the guy was run over. So it worked out well for this broad. So what? Maybe she deserved to catch a break. Who knows?
Why is he so defensive over the wife? It's way in the morning. Okay. Mail. No one's picked up the mail. Is she even home? Oh, she is.
Yes? Hello?
Mrs. Patterson.
Is this about my husband?
We're investigating the incident, ma'am.
I see. Come in, won't you?
Can you tell me what happened?
What's to tell? He got hit by a car and now he's dead.
You don't appear to be too upset about the fact.
Lester and I met on a furlough in '44.
Don't know what a
We got
furlough
married
is.
that weekend. People don't understand it now, but that happened a lot back then.
I see. So you probably did well to stick it out this long.
What's that supposed to mean, mister? I think it's about time you left. I have someone here,
I
and
beg your pardon? You're gonna have to run that one by us again, sister.
It's okay, Lorna.
Is
I'm
that-
Leroy Sabo.
Uh-huh.
Well, well. Nice to see you're comforting the grieving widow, Mr. Sabo.
All right, wise guy. Do you have any intelligent questions you would like me to answer?
You can confirm Mrs. Patterson's story.
Lester lost at cards. He was kind of hard to control when he lost his temper. He turned without looking and walked right out in front of the car. It wasn't good.
What's your relationship with Mrs. Patterson, Mr. Sabo?
We're friends. Good friends.
You expect me to believe that?
Look, I was filing for divorce. Mental cruelty. Lester could be a mean son of a bitch.
And Lester knew about that?
No, I hadn't told him.
Well, hasn't this worked out well for the two of you? I feel almost bad for busting in on this little rendezvous.
Okay, it's starting to play on me. I know that for LA Noire they did a lot of like early stages of facial mocap, but it's weird in some scenes. I don't know why.
How did the car come to hit Lester?
He walked straight into the path of an oncoming car.
You expect me to believe that, Lorna? It's all very convenient.
Gambling for Lester was like the needle for a hophead.
I mean,
He was yelling at me. He was yelling at the whole world. I kind of felt sorry for the driver. Poor guy had no chance.
nature of
You were arguing in the
arguments.
bar and on the sidewalk?
We were always arguing. So what?
It's really what you're arguing about and stuff, right?
Admit it, you were baiting him, pushing his buttons. We can easily get the full story from the regulars in the bar.
All right. Lester was playing cards out back. He lost, of course, and wanted back in. He suggested I earn the money on my back to get a mistake. That was the proposition he was putting to his so-called buddies. So maybe I was a little angrier than usual. Let's just say I took exception to his idea.
Partnership with
The
Leroy
bartender
Sabo.
said that you and Leroy were planning to go into business together. Can you explain how you'll get the money to do that?
I have a little money saved away.
That's mad out, because I can literally do... I can't say that she's lying, because there's no way. This is basic though.
Sabo has no money. This place can't be worth much. Where is the money coming from?
My father left me this house and some money. Lester took out a second mortgage. I held on to the money and kept my mouth shut. And that's all I'm going to say on the subject.
Yeah, no, that was a
You and
definitely
Mr.
lie.
Sabo.
I could have
An
pushed
interesting
further.
I'm sure we will, officer. Now, if you could both just leave.
We're leaving, ma'am. Sorry for your loss. I can see what a tough time you're having with all this.
Oh wait, it's right. They live. Okay. Oh, fancy house. Well, unless it's an apartment kind of building. Why is he leaving town in such a hurry? At 4 in the morning? 5? I don't know. It is a dark red Lincoln.
That's the son of a bitch right there. William Shelton?
Yes?
It doesn't look good, Shelton. You packing your bags and making a run for it? You know why we're here.
Yes. The accident.
We've got witnesses who can put this car at the scene, not to mention the physical damage. This is open and shut, Shelton.
Why'd he catch it and not just, you know...
That coward thinks he can run from everything.
Lay into his wheel arches. Come on.
Bruh. Oh my god, people. Don't you run on the street when you see a car getting chased.
Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
No wonder he killed someone, driving like this. Don't let that asshole get away.
That was a good hit and it barely did anything.
All right, I give up.
That's it. Cuff him and we're done.
Hands behind your head. How does a vehicular manslaughter rap sound, Shelton?
I hit him. I admit it. I just panicked, but it wasn't my fault.
What do you mean?
The guy jumped right out in front of me. He came out of nowhere. There's nothing I could do about it.
Why didn't you stop?
I've had accidents before.
That's it. We're done here. The DA is gonna love you.
They weren't all my fault. I'm a surveyor. I need my license for my job. There were people around. A woman and a man were standing right next to him. I thought they could get him to a hospital. I'm telling you, it's not my fault.
The guy is dead, Shelton.
You can't be serious.
William Shelton, you're coming downtown. We need to talk about a manslaughter charge.
I mean, technically, yeah, manslaughter is one thing, but
You think Mal is done with the
I feel
autopsy?
like...
Better call it in and check, Phelps. Between the driver
I feel
and the
like...
widow, I say we start dealing with the facts.
It's the fact that, yeah, that guy ran him over. I feel like it's just also an insurance fraud for the money, for the, you know, the wife and the owner. The bar owner. I need to call it in. Oh, where's the phone?
What is America going to understand? It's about giving up.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Can you look at this clown?
Messages for me, please.
Just one detective from the coroner. Message reads, Phelps, see me at Central Morgue immediately. Results of the Patterson autopsy.
Thanks, ma'am.
Guess we're going in here.
We can put the driver in front of a judge in less than a week.
You'd be making a big mistake.
Yeah, I agree
Run
too.
that by me again?
The victim was dead before the car hit him. 2 puncture wounds to the right side of the thorax. Second puncture reached his heart.
He was shot?
You're kidding me.
Been doing this job 23 years, son. No one's ever laughed at one of my jokes.
He was stabbed to death?
Long, sharp knife. Length of a bayonet.
We found a knife in the alleyway.
Where is it now? Was it bagged?
By Patrolman Kaplan.
Perfect. I'll get you a definite match.
Jesus, we got him. Murder 1. We were right there and they tried to stare us down. Now they'll both get the gas chamber. We have the
Bruh.
knife, we have the coroner's report, and I bet we could roll Sabo as a witness. Let's bring her in.
Hmm.
You've spoken to the coroner, Mrs. Patterson. He confirmed your husband's cause of death. We'd like you to come downtown and answer some questions.
It wasn't me. It was Leroy's idea.
Oh,
Leroy
yeah.
stabbed him. I had nothing to do with it.
Where is Leroy now?
He's in the bedroom.
You're very good, Lorna.
Put the gun down, Leroy. If you do something stupid now, you don't stand a chance in front of the grand jury.
Nice of you to give me up, sweetheart. All that whispering in my ear, telling me how we had to get rid of him, how good it could be, all the money we could claim, all that planning, how to get him into the street, how to make it look like an accident.
For God's sake,
you had
Leroy,
all
shut
the
up!
bases covered, baby.
I had nothing to do
you
with it.
think I'm gonna fry for you,
He's a
Lorna?
crazy man. Shoot him. Shoot him, for God's sake!
Oh, well.
It's too late, Sabo.
Am I supposed to point my gun at him to threaten him or what? Holy shit. I couldn't even aim at him. Holy shit, I was ah, that was bad.
Sabo, stop or
Damn
I
it.
will shoot.
Almost got him. Watch where you're going as you hear gunfire is not the best case.
Last chance to surrender, Sabo.
Car move. Oh my god. I think this is a long enough alleyway. Okay, pedestrian.
You stay back! I'll ice this one, I don't care.
Put the weapon down now.
Incapacitate the suspect
Put your
for
weapons
fire.
down and your hands in the air.
Fucking asked for it.
I shot his hand. I shot his hand twice.
You look spooked, Phelps. I thought you'd been under fire before.
It never gets any easier, Bukowski.
I shot his hand twice. That's so dumb.
So, I give you a hit and run. You bring me back fraud, conspiracy, and first-degree murder. This is how a good detective operates, Phelps. You take
What's with the
nothing
background
at face
noise?
value. You keep digging and asking questions until you get to the truth. You got some sharp elbows on you, detective. I like that. Keep up the good work.
Don't understand the background like siren-y noise. Clear a case finding every clue as a LAPD detective or investigator. Sure. Vehicle damage, not that much. Oh, okay, that was lag, but not that much. City damage, quite a bit. How many light posts? Complete a story case with a 5-star rating. Hey, I didn't even know I was getting rated for that, but sure. So as the end screen result is showing, I did technically got a 5-star, and even though I did mess up in one of the questioning between us and what's her name? Lorna Pattinson, where the last question about the partnership with Leroy Sabo, we were supposed to accuse her or say that she's lying, using the evidence letter, no, not evidence letter, insurance letter as a way to call out her lie. It doesn't necessarily matter because regardless on whether or not you were to say doubt or lie, I'm not sure about truth, but regardless, all in all, she denies everything with Leroy, and then we're still accused out, and we still need to use the telephone, so nothing really changes there, hence why I am not necessarily going to be using, I'm not going back to the level, I'm replaying that level, is what I'm trying to say. I don't know, I'm struggling. Anyways, that was The Marriage Made in Heaven. Off to the next one.